welcome to SacTown Underground. I'm your host, Tiffany G, along with my lovely co-host,
Celestial Thomas. Happy 2019, everyone.
And happy Chinese New Year's for all who are listening. Do we have a fabulous show for you today? We will have our community calendar for you, powered by Sacramento365.
Learn how to dance with entertainment. Get Amped by Miss Anna Maria.
And we have a fabulous sports piece for you with our very own Keith Jouganatos.
And then also Sacramento Fashion Weeks, KA Fashions. Learn how to get a little bit styled up.
And back by popular demand for our music, we have our group 220. To keep you up to date with everything that's going on here in SacTown, you'll want to follow our community calendar powered by Sacramento365. So with that Power Pack calendar by Sacramento365, there is no reason for you to miss out on any current events going on here in SacTown.
Get Amped Entertainment by Miss Anna Maria. I had the pleasure of meeting her out at the Working Women's Fashion Show on October 23rd, and she was just very interactive with all the women, encouraging them to come up and get in shape and have a little fun at the same time. And she made me do it when we went over to her studios as well.
She got you up there?
She did, she did.
I can't wait to see it. Let's take a look at our own Celestial.
SacTown Underground, this is Celestial here with Miss Ana Maria Perales at her wonderful studio here at Get Amped. Get Amped, what?
It's Get Amped Entertainment and Events is the name of our agency, but we've just opened a new location, Amp Studios.
And so I'm here and we're about to have students come in and they're trying to get me to dance tonight, and we're gonna see how that goes. But let's talk a little bit about you, Miss Anna Maria. So how long has your studio been here?
Well, we've officially opened doors about 3 weeks ago, actually. But we started our company here 10 years ago in the same location, but in a different suite. And we're also offering classes to the public. So we're trying to get adult dancers that are interested in dancing professionally, as well as people who've never danced a day in their life. We want to invite everyone under one roof just to kind of jam out with us. But tonight, Advanced and Intermediate, we're gonna have Celeste dance with us, and I've already warned her.
Okay.
Advanced Intermediate is tough. We're giving these girls a challenge. We're really encouraging them to really build their stamina and learn choreography quickly and then perform for the camera. So this is gonna be interesting tonight.
Now, I talked to Miss Anna Maria about her background, and she's of Cuban nature. Mm-hmm. Do you feel that has any influence on what you do here in the studio?
Absolutely. You know, growing up as young as 7, I can remember getting my doctor's excuse and going to school and being like, well, I'm gonna be out for the day, teacher, because I'm gonna travel around and do performances for schools. So by 10 years old, I was an ambassador of the Cultural Society of International Performing Arts, where I traveled throughout Southeast Louisiana, teaching kids from elementary to high school ages about cultural dance. So for the longest time, I thought I was Mexican. I know every single Mexican dance. You turn on the Mexican hat dance, I can do it from start to finish. No problem.
And so with all the other studios that are dance studios out in Sacramento, what do you feel helps differentiate you? And what do you feel you can offer people, beginner, advanced, meaty, or what do they call it, the medium, intermediate people? What do you feel you can do?
Well, I have come from a technical background. So studying at the New Orleans Center of Creative Arts with the discipline of dance and transitioning into musical theater where I studied in Chicago at Columbia College, I think I have a breadth of knowledge in performing arts and also a very deep understanding of our history as performers. So my classes, I like to impart technique to my dancers first and foremost, so we can prevent injury and also help them to grow faster. And so my dances are a little bit crazy and I like to take some risks, but I also have a very good understanding of working with like kids and beginners, so I know how to break things down from a fundamental level.
So you were saying that you offer kids classes, adult classes as well. What new events and what classes are you guys offering for the next week or for the upcoming weeks?
Well, we've just opened and we're primarily focused on our heels classes for adults, which are Monday and Thursdays. So on Monday nights, we have our beginner classes, and then Thursdays, we have intermediate advanced. Both classes are at 8:30 p.m. And, you know, I've worked with Sacramento Contemporary Theater Company where we dance contemporary style dancing. I've danced swing, we do salsa, and we also do ballet. So there's a lot of different variety in the modalities that we offer. But my work with Sacramento Theater Company, I think, is like what really excites me, to combine the acting, singing, and dancing and make that available to children. I just love how receptive they are to developing their craft and learning new material. And I also really enjoy watching them improv and what comes out of them, their jokes, what they think is funny, how they communicate with each other. It reveals a lot about their self-esteem and their confidence, and so we really work on building that through the arts.
Guys, come out and support out here at Fulton Avenue. Thank you very much, SacTown Underground, and thank you, Miss Anna Maria, and I cannot wait to take your class.
Let's get it.
I'm standing next to Miss Bree, who is holding what looks like to be a sparkling wine. You want to tell me a little bit about it?
Yes, so this is Status Sparkling Wine. We are Sacramento locals. We just got distribution May 1st of this year, so it's been pedaled to the metal. We are going full throttle. We could have sat back and drank other people's beverages, or we could go out there and make our own. So that's what we did. We have a VIP peach mango that's amazing, and then a platinum fruit forward green apple. We are available in stores as well as online, statussparklingwine.com.
Also, Status is run by a woman, right?
Yes, it is a woman creator and CEO, and we are taking on the world.
Ladies, you hear that? You are not only getting a sulfite tannin-free product that will not give you a headache so you can have fun the night before and get up and get ready for work, but you're also supporting women in the cause, okay? That's business in the making. There you guys have it, and come out and support Status. And they also have, what did you say, ready-made martinis as well? Or is that?
Status Sparkling Wine is our main beverage right now.
Okay, well then there you go, guys. Go out and support this lovely business and this lovely lady and our lovely lady.
My name is Latiya Gholar, and I am the creator of American Uma, and we create dope-covered apparel for the masses. Well, I think what we're doing is bringing back modest fashion and redefining what that really means, and taking away the traditional aspects of what modest means today. UMA is also an acronym for Understanding Modern Modest Apparel. So today, what's modest now is not necessarily the same as 50 years ago or even, 2,000 years ago. I don't think that the youth really have an issue with modesty. I think that how it's presented and what it looks like is the biggest issue. And so I just want to take that look away, the idea or that concept that, modest has to be this certain look in order to, have people accept it. Right now, like, sexy is the trend, but people are getting tired of sexy. So what I do is try to show people that you can be modest and cool at the same time. Well, recently I was invited to present in Scotland at the Kilma's Castle. This is the Queen Mother's Castle in Scotland, and where Queen Elizabeth was raised there. Also, Shakespeare wrote Macbeth there. Macbeth passed away there, so it is a haunted castle And it also is a living castle. An Earl of Scotland actually lives there. So I've been invited to do an event there. It'll be myself and 2 other designers. It's the first Black event ever thrown there. The Princess of Dubai is going to be there. I've been talking to the producer, Savita, for a while now. We've been working together, and she's seen my stuff. But when she saw my stuff come up again, because I had stopped designing, that's a whole nother story. I took a break for a little while to take care of myself, and I did this show after I hadn't produced, did a show in almost a year. She reached out to me and was like, hey, you want to do London? Me picking up this show in London came from a show that was here in Sacramento. It's funny because when the photos came out about that show, I got invited to London. She had already been watching me, but she saw that I put out something new. And so she contacted me about London. And now, like, for people who like to hate, like, not only is Sacramento talking about me, the whole world is. Just keep going and find who you are as a designer. Build your networks around you. Don't just design for yourself or what you think might be awesome and, oh, that's just bad. Really get to know your customer and provide solutions for them. So keep always pushing yourself to the next level. Be your biggest competition. Things that I'm receiving now was seeds that I planted during some of the hardest times in my life.
Speaking of fun, we have our very own sports anchor, Mr. Keith Jouganatos, with a story just for you, SacTown.
Thank you, Celestial and Tiffany. And hello once again to all of our SacTown Underground viewers. I'm Keith Jouganatos, and this is the sports section. In sports, more so in life, but predominantly in sports, everyone needs a rival. And the best rivals are polar opposites. There's a reason Darth Vader and Luke Skywalker were polar opposites. There's also a reason a team such as the Oakland Raiders and the Pittsburgh Steelers were so far apart and so different in terms. And maybe in the state of California, and predominantly the National Basketball Association, there's no bigger rivalry than the Sacramento Kings and the Los Angeles Lakers. Since the arrival in the mid-1980s of the Sacramento Kings, the Lakers have been predominantly Sacramento's biggest rival. And in order to describe this whole situation about why the Lakers are so loathed, so hated, and so just aggressively not liked in the city of Sacramento, you have to use the keyword have. The city of Los Angeles has great lights, great views, great scenery. The city of Sacramento does not. The city of Los Angeles has the Soho House. In Sacramento, we have the Flamingo House and Sunday night disco, silent disco. They have the Laker girls, and in Sacramento, we have bottle service women who upcharge you $200 for a bottle of champagne. The Los Angeles Lakers have championships. The Sacramento Kings do not. But for a moment in time, in 2002, it looked like they were on the precipice of having a championship. The Sacramento Kings collectively and carefully constructed a team that was poised to win a championship. Vlade Divac, Chris Webber, Mike Bibby, Doug Christie, Bobby Jackson, Peja Stojakovic, Hedo Turkoglu, the list goes on and on. The Kings represented Earth, Wind, and Fire, a collective group based off of harmony, appreciation for one another, and chemistry. Meanwhile, the Los Angeles Lakers were trying to reconstruct their own version of the Bad Girls Club. As Kobe Bryant and Shaquille O'Neal fought in and outside the locker room, in the media, and on the floor, the Kings were their polar opposite. In a 7-game series, many twists and turns came about. The Kings, up 2-1, having a late lead in Game 4, all they needed to do was get one stop, and instead, this happened. Robert Horry's game-winning shot affected the series. Even after the Kings won Game 5 on Mike Bibby's late-game heroics, they still had 2 chances to walk out as Western Conference Finals champions. And then Game 6 happened, in which multiple Kings fouled out. To this day, still a bitter pill for all of Sacramento to swallow. But they still had Game 7 in Arco Arena, jam-packed, thunderous crowd, all the above. But the Kings went cold late in the fourth quarter, and they couldn't make any free throws to save their lives. And they had to watch as the Los Angeles Lakers left Arco Arena and the city of Sacramento champions of the Western Conference once again, and would go on to win another championship in the NBA. And that's where this whole thing comes about. Because the Kings know in their heart of heart, and Sacramentoans know in their heart of heart, that in order to be the man, you have to beat the man. You can't go to the dance and claim the prettiest woman at the school until you have danced the dance, until you have tasted the champagne, until the confetti has fallen on you. And the Kings don't know what that's like. And that's been a lot of reasons as to why they don't know what that's like. But now it seems like this rivalry is back on track. Different faces, different opinions, different attitudes, different mindsets. The Los Angeles Lakers don't have Kobe and Shaq anymore. They have Lonzo Ball and the best player in the game, and LeBron James, Kyle Kuzma, Brandon Ingram, a whole bunch of youngsters. And the Kings have some as well. De'Aaron Fox, Marvin Bagley, Buddy Hield, and the list goes on. And maybe now with this rivalry, the Kings can finally make their own stamp, building a team that can win a championship. But they know until they do that, they will never be the equal of the Los Angeles Lakers. While the Lakers flaunt Magic Johnson, Wilt Chamberlain, and Jerry West, the Kings have Spencer Hawes and a whole bunch of guys who got drafted high and never amounted to anything. Now it's a whole new dynamic, whole new rivalry with two different teams, polar opposites. Ever since Bogdan Bogdanović hit that game winner in late December, everything's been going good for the Kings. They're trying to convince everybody this is a different scene in the city of Sacramento. Now, there's two new people ready to make their own mark. Lonzo Ball, the Los Angeles Lakers, and Lonzo Ball's annoying father, and De'Aaron Fox, who does not have an annoying father. But still, even now, Laker fans and their condescending tones and their irrational remarks want Kings fans to believe that Lonzo Ball is somehow better than De'Aaron Fox. Lonzo Ball? Not really. Do we want to go over the stats? Shots made, field goal percentage, assists, turnover ratio? While De'Aaron Fox is making everyone in the NBA believers of the Kings, Lonzo Ball is set to make payments every month of $30,000 to his gold-digging baby mother. And that might be about it. Listen, Laker fans, we get it. You have all the greats. We can't take that away from you. But you're not going to convince anyone with a straight face that Lonzo Ball is better than De'Aaron Fox. The same way you won't convince Matt Gilliam that Cody Parkey is a great field goal kicker. It's a sore wound. But hey, we all move on. So what does this mean now, this rivalry? Where does it go from here? The Lakers and the Kings, two different cities on track with everything that's going on, with two young cores set to load up again for another matchup for the ages, maybe for the next 5 years. The Kings and Lakers in 2002 played once, and that was it. The Lakers beat them. The Kings have yet to beat the Lakers in a playoff series at all. But until they do that, they cannot be considered equals. It's just how it is. And that's going to do it for our sports section here in January. Have a great month of January and February. I'm Keith Jouganatos.
You know, for someone who knows absolutely nothing about sports, I love to hear Keith's impassioned speeches about relevant topics. And
he's very fascinated when it comes to Sacramento, and he's incredibly passionate. And I don't know if you noticed or not, but he had a different style. Tonight he had on his black rimmed glasses, all about men's fashion.
His goatee going on, I like it.
You've got something about fashion coming up, right?
Yes, I do.
Let's hear it.
So I had the pleasure of going up to Ken Adams' Pop Shop. He is the owner of KA Fashions, which is basically like a retailer, and they go and they grab luxury items all around from international places, and the material is fantastic. Everything that you're getting is top quality, and you guys can look at the footage. There's such amazing pieces. They had this red jumpsuit? Not a jumpsuit, it was a bomber. I think that's what they call it.
Oh.
Yeah, it was really nice and really awesome, but take a look, guys. SacTown Underground. I am here at Firefly over here at Fulton Avenue, where I'm at a pop-up shop. As you can see behind me, I have all these amazing designs brought to you by KA Fashions, Mr. Ken Adams to be specific. I have standing alongside me Miss Michelle. What is your experience here today? What do you hope to highlight?
Just want to highlight the pop-up. People can come. We're at the Firefly Lounge, and they can come make a selection or, pick. He's usually online, but we're going to start these pop-ups throughout the next year so that we can get the word out that he's a local fashion designer and just kind of build his presence here.
And how are you approached by KA Fashions, Mr. German?
I got approached by Dwayne Ram. He just reached out to me and wanted to see if I can be part of this great line, and I love it. I mean, it's really comfortable. I enjoy it, and I kind of want to buy every kind of clothing that we have. Yeah, it's really great.
Well, as you can tell, we have two men standing beside me. So KA Fashions does feature a men's clothing line as well as a women's clothing line. They're all luxury, and you guys can find it here at the Firefly Lounge. Is there anything you guys liked? Any specific pieces that you guys liked?
The pieces that I've really enjoyed so far are the street style inspired pieces. Personally, I'm a huge fan of street style, and I love that KA Fashion is bringing street style to Sacramento.
So, let me introduce Mr. Ken Adams, who is the maker of and creator of KA Fashions. You were kind of telling me earlier that you're an international retailer, but international designer, and you've taken what you've learned by going to all these different countries and everything like that, and you've put it into your designs.
And to blend it in to make one great brand, you know. So we have products almost everywhere, Italy, and we have the top brands as well, from Michael Kors, Coach, Dolce & Gabbana, Versace, all those guys. We have, go to KA Fashions, just come and just look under the brands. You can see all these things. And then we also bring in leather jackets. Our leather bags are one of the finest leathers in the world because they are pure leather.
What you are basically wanting to do with your brand is to give your customers the luxurious and most best products and very unique styles as well, and at affordable prices.
We also have giveaways, we have free beanies, we have free scarves, cashmere scarves when you order or pre-order products. We have 25 to 50% discount on selected items, some of the bags, some of the shoes, some of the boots that we're selling, and then we have free shipping.
So look out for that in 2019. And again, you guys can find KA Fashions at kafashions.com. You can Google and Instagram and Facebook.
What a fabulous piece. His clothes are exquisite. The material, the colors, fabulous.
It's definitely a beautiful showcase of his wonderful taste, and it's just so international. You know?
Absolutely.
But Ken Adams actually was a showcase artist for the Sacramento Fashion Week, which is only a month away, guys. It's another year, 2019, starting in February 18th through the 24th, this giant event. Do you remember it last year, Tiff?
Fabulous, and this is something that you don't want to miss. And speaking of that, if they're interested, our wardrobe this evening brought to you by
Sacramento Fashion Week,
Sacramento
DMR Production
Fashion
Week. The producers, DMR Productions, that's what they do, and they have hosted this event for, I'm kind of blanking on the amount of years, but I know it's been over like 5.
It's been pretty consistent.
Definitely so.
They run a fabulous show.
They run a beautiful show, and there are so many events for anybody who are like an artist in Sacramento, model, director, producers. They give platforms to all of these people to showcase their talents. And this all starts, of course, next week. On Monday, they're doing a fashion forum. On Tuesday, they're doing a model boot camp. Wednesday, model casting. Thursday, fashion on film. Friday, a fashion mixer. And Saturday, an Emergent Next show that features Paul Mitchell out in Sacramento Art and Fair. And if you need any more information on this, if you're looking to get involved, please go to www.sacfashionweek.com.
And speaking of Paul Mitchell, a little shout out. We were able to have our hair and makeup done today, brought to you by the Sacramento Paul Mitchell Academy. Shout out to Miss Raven and Janet. Thank you for coming out to SacTown.
They did their work. They did amazing work.
They did their thing. Yes, they did. Show them your gown. Crazy Mary is where we got our attire this evening.
I love it. I love it. I love it. And it's just very feminine, classy, but with the touch of, you know, for the ladies.
There's something for all of us there. All of us.
Definitely some.
Can't wait. We actually have our band back by popular demand, 220. Stay tuned. It's about to be on.